Early in the spring, great blue herons start building their nests. The male brings sticks for the female to build the nest. She places the sticks in piles in a dead tree several feet high above the water. Eventually she lays the eggs, about one every 2 days, until there is a clutch of 3 eggs. Herons typically lay 2 to 6 eggs per clutch. The parents take turns incubating the eggs for 26 to 29 days. Heron chicks hatch over a period of several days. The first chick to hatch will become more experienced and aggressive and therefore grow faster than the younger ones. When the adult great blue herons are catching fish, they swallow them where they catch them. The food goes down the esophagus and enters the upper chamber of their 2-part stomach, where it is digested. While the chicks are tiny, the adults may wait a few hours after hunting to allow the fish to soften before regurgitating them for the chicks. Chicks are born with their eyes open and covered with down. They have gray eyes while the adults' eyes are yellow. As they grow, their head is covered with black feathers that gradually change to white, only retaining the stripe through the eye. They keep the black plumage until 2 years old. When a chick sees a parent returning, it clacks its bill, and soon all of them join in. Half-grown chicks tap their parent's bill, which stimulates the adult to regurgitate its stomach contents. By the second week, chicks grab the adult's beak briefly when the parent arrives with food. As they grow, the parents start regurgitating fish that hasn't been softened in their stomach so long. At 3 weeks old, the chicks pull the adult's beak into the nest. They can also grab tight to sticks with their strong feet so they don't fall out of the nest. By the time the chicks are a month or so old, the parents are regurgitating large whole fish that the chicks swallow whole. Sometimes the chick is immobile while the fish is being digested. As heron chicks approach full size and grow more coordinated, they start grabbing at food before the adult can spit it out. Great blue heron chicks spend roughly 2 months in their nests before fledging, during which time they're totally dependent on both of their parents for food. Heron chicks start flapping their wings at 1 month, and another month can fly fairly well. The chicks spend quite a lot of time flapping and strengthening their wings. They also practice by jumping up and down and flapping their wings while still in the nest. After about 2 months, the chicks are ready to try their hand at flying. It will still be almost 2 years before they're sexually mature and can start producing chicks of their own. By mid-July, some of the chicks will fledge, returning to the nest each day to be fed. The youngest siblings may be much slower to fledge than the older ones. After great blue herons fledge, it takes time for them to perfect their fishing skills. They only catch fish about half as often as the adults. The young return for extra meals for weeks, but eventually develop their fishing skills and become independent. Some adult herons return to the same nest or colony year after year, even though they usually choose a different mate.